This is Damon Stevens, Finn Wealth Builders. Today is November 11th, 2021. This is our Thursday recap, heading in towards the weekend. So let's get right into it and see how the market did today. Looking at the overall market, Dow Jones closed down 0.44%, NASDAQ down up 5.2%, and S&P 500 0.06%. So kind of a mixed bag today. We talked about, additional pullback on the SPY, and I ended up just being a little bit of flat. Dow Jones did pull back a little bit, but you're looking at the heat map here, you can see, that overall our FANG stocks were pretty well flat or down just a little bit. NVIDIA was up. That was the winner for today. You can see China really did well. So nice and green. So now the question will be, do we close out the week green on the stocks here, or do we have a continued pullback here a little bit, because we're running kind of pretty much flat, and we'll see it on the charts, but something just to be cautious about. Is this the end of the dip, or do we have additional downside? So that's what we want to take a look at here and see. Looking at the scanner, you can see NUZE was our top winner of the day, 163%. NUZE $2 up to a high of 760. It pulled back down here. It was hard to scalp this one, but I'm going to look for continuation tomorrow, see if we can get a little bit more out of this, or if tomorrow, if this is done, possibly it could be all done for the day for this round. So something to watch for. So shortlisted tomorrow, SOPA 41.41. Have a low here, 51.75 for the high, and we're above the moving averages. Looking for a continuation play here. We did have a pullback here, but it did rally back up here after that pullback. So looking for a continuation play on SOPA for a multi-day trade. EVGO has been giving us a multi-day trade as well, and just continues to perform. Just kind of, it's not a, one that's parabolic, but it, just consistently grinding higher. So you can see here that we had a low of 1484 and high of 1923. So, that's great. I mean, if you're buying this, you're killing it. This has just really been a good play every day, EVGO. So something to look at tomorrow to see if we, continue to get a continuation on. Don't know how long this rally will go, but as long as it continues going up north, hopefully you continue to win on that one. So EVGO, multi-day trade. RIVN. So, we didn't get a whole lot on this the other day. I'll put this just in regular mode here. You can see that we pulled down to 95.20. We got a rally back up to 125. So, not bad. I didn't catch this this big rally up here. I had a pull back to 115 and a rally back up to 22. Almost 123. So RIVN is a good trade as well. It's finally, I was getting this the first day, just barely caught a piece of it, and then it pulled way back down to 95. So looks like this one's finally rallying up here. So one to definitely keep an eye on. Looking at earnings here. So earnings pretty much for Friday. So I don't have anything marked off here. Blink and Yeti and Wix were the ones for today. Really didn't get anything off of this. So really the early of the week, Tuesday, was really the big play for me. Looking for a firm if it's going to give us a little bit more, but overall pretty much done, and we're kind of wrapping up into our end of our earnings here, so we'll see what happens. So just keep that in mind. Let's see here, a firm had this huge rally on earnings, and then a pullback to 147.50, flat right through 148, and then we had a nice rally up here in the afternoon to 159.85, and then pull back here, and it did pull back all the way back down here. So looking to see if we get additional movement on a firm. So hopefully you caught either the earnings call, or maybe later in the day you're able to catch the other piece of it. Dash had a nice rally up to 233.08, pulled down to 126.49, back up to 232.40. So Dash is looking good. That's on our short list tomorrow as well. So just keep that in mind as we go into the end of this week. And then Workday's the other one. So there's a rally that happened, up to 298.22 yesterday. It pulled clear back down to our support line here at 287.87. And then today, on the breakout of today, we had this nice rally up this trend line here. So you can see we touched here at 294.35, again 295.67, again at 298.45, and then we have a little bit of pullback here. So we'll see if this continues to rally up here and give us another run. Looking for a continuation play here. Hopefully it'll give us a little bit more. So work days also on the short list for tomorrow. So just keep that one in mind as well. Tesla was pretty much flat all day, so really not a trade for me today, just because the range was pretty tight overall for the day. I did have a rally up in the morning, and then after that it was just dead. So don't know if we're going to sit here and just in this channel here for a while, but there's other stocks that are rallying, so we'll keep it on the list. Tesla's been on my list for months, and so we'll just continue to play it as we can. Same with NVIDIA. NVIDIA had a pullback. It rallied back up, but it kind of broke pretty well flat. So not a lot of movement today either on NVIDIA. KLEC, it's again flat in this channel. So just kind of watching this one as well. AVGO, Broadcom, flat as well. So we'll see, if these will continue to play, or they could be, kind of like Moderna and NVAX and BTNX, where all of a sudden they just kind of pulled back. And so I'm watching these three to see if they pull back below the support line and maybe create a shorting opportunity if they don't rally again. So let's look at the rest of the stock market. So looking at bonds, we pulled up here, hit resistance, and we're kind of flat on bonds. The VIX had this little spike here towards 20 yesterday, and then it was pulled back a little bit. It's right at the center, 1767. So as long as we can stay down there, we're good. If it spikes again tomorrow, then we just got to be aware that we could have some additional pullback. So the SPY, you can see here, we talked about this. We're at the 10, second day now. Here's what we're looking for getting support, either on the 20 or this line right here, where you can see there was support here on this trend line in the past. So we'll see. It could continue to go flat here as well, but looking for direction on the SPY. Same with triple Qs, right on this trend line here. You see it's hovering right on it, which is good. That means it's providing good support. If it can continue, then we should start to see this rally back up here towards 400 or higher. So looking to see if we can get continuation play on that one. Semiconductors had this big spike down, and then it looked to recover, and it's kind of flat, kind of right in the middle. Looking forward to a continuation play up north. IWM bounced off our 10, rallying back up here again towards resistance. So we'll see if we can break out here and continue this nice bullish run. Dow Jones pulled back below the 10, but still above the 20. So if we can find support here on the 20, this will be a good opportunity to rally back up. So watching the Dow Jones here, and financials continues to be flat on that 20, looking for, if this continues to consolidate, do we get a rally back up here towards the end of the year? Gold rallied up, hit that resistance, pull back, trying to rally again, kind of right in this channel right now, but gold's looking good. We just got to break out of that 1868 level, or we're going to come back to 1850. Silver got above the held that resistance level, but pretty well flat. It's right on the support now that it broke through that resistance over this 2482, 2486. So see if we can rally this up here towards 26. Bitcoin's still flat, consolidating. Ethereum is flat as well. And XRP, a little bit of a pullback here, but flat here, looking for some momentum to continue this rally. So cryptos, not sure where they're going to go this weekend. Typically on weekends, it seems like they get a little bit of a pop because, the market's closed, and so people, move to crypto because it trades 24/7. So we'll see what the weekend does. Not making any commitments at this point. I'm still below my my take profits. So as long as I stay below my take profits, I'm not going to get back in. Looking for some clearer direction here on cryptos. But that's the market. Closing this week out. Be safe. you have our short list for tomorrow. See if we can get some continuation, some additional plays throughout this week, and maybe carry some of those over into next week if we can continue to hold this bull market. But we can expect a little bit more of a pullback, possibly to our trend line or to the 20. So just keep that in mind. Stay safe out there, and everybody have a great weekend coming up.